On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Smith. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Throwing is Smith. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to fourth down. And here's Matt Ariza now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 137 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
On second down now, it's Hale. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Shifts by him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hale, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Richardson looking to throw this. He finds his man, complete. It's Hale. Oh, some strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Richardson to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. It's Hale. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up first and goal. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson sliding out of the... And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Anthony Richardson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Huskies lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Extra point up and good by Shudak. And it's now 14-0. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Gino. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2 yards.
Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll run with Etienne. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 46-yard line.
Etienne up the middle and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's third and 1.
Now Smith able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, here's Smith. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down, now it's 2nd and 10. Now Gino. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw, Smith. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. ETN is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
They bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're putting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here. and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're a back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. To throw is Smith. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
Smith. That's going to be caught. It's Chanel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's looking at the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
Here's a give to ETN. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards the gain for number 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Richardson's throw complete there to Smith. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Richardson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Going for it on 4th, here's Richardson. Now it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Shudak, and that makes it a 21-10 game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That's pulled in at the 32. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Richardson to the air on 1st down. That'll be caught by Foreman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Richardson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL here on this first day of November. We'll begin across the Hudson from Manhattan in the borough of Brooklyn, where you see the final score there. Mason Rudolph strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game. And as you see, they were losers earlier this afternoon. Jonathan Taylor, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. C.J. Stroud, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Geno now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Baker. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hand. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Now it's Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Richardson looking to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
It's second and 8 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Hale. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line. Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 46-yard
The slot man in motion right. Smith throwing again. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Gino. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Richardson looking to throw this. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hale. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He finds his man, complete. That's Hale. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Richardson. Over the middle to Smith. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now ETN to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown! A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Huskies are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Now Shudak for the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Melbourne's offense back out on the field now. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now Gino. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And a Melbourne 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Smith. He'll get this off to ETN. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Smith. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Melbourne 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now Smith.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Smith. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down inside the 15 he goes.
It's a gain of
11 yards there, 1st down.
Melbourne 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup.
ETN on the toss right.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 8-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Smith now to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. A 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hale, and he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
They go play action with Richardson.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
So they bring out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today.
Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Melbourne ready to go again on offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Gino now to throw. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there.
That's good for A. 1st and 10 at the 42.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31.
Smith. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on
Smith.
It's 2nd and inches.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. Off of play action. Here's Smith. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 90 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
At the 17-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hale, and he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Hale, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Anchorage 1st down.
On 1st down, Hale, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
11 more on that one and another first down.
And an Anchorage first down.
They'll try the left side. Hale, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Carter straight ahead.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They run the counter. It's Hale. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hale, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 37-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hale, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. They'll run on first down. It's Hale. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Slot man moves right.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Hale, and he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Caleb Shudak on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the 2nd half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And a huge play that time. 57 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Smith.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
One last throw here for Smith. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points in the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Anchorage, they pick up win number 7 on the year, and they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Melbourne, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.